Hello everyone, welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Sakshi Sahu and in this session we are about to discuss the famous personalities and their nicknames. So this is going to be a very important session, especially for the defense aspirants and especially for the people who are preparing for NDA and CDS exams, because questions from this topic is always there. So to avoid the mess, I have only taken the names of the important personalities and the personalities whose name have been asked repetitively in the examination. So before starting, as I always tell you, if you're preparing for defense exams, SSB Crack is best for you. It is a one-stop solution for all the major defense-related exams like CDS, NDA, AFCAT, Territorial Army. For more details, you can visit our website ssbcrackexams.com. There you'll find the entire package of courses, mock tests, quizzes, and study materials. For defense updates and notification, do follow us on our social media platforms Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram. Do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. You can also download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. So guys, let's start our session. So the first personality we have is Abdul Ghaffar Khan, and he is known as Basha Khan or Frontier Gandhi. So he was nicknamed as Frontier Gandhi in the British India by his close associate Amir Chand Bomwal. He was a Pashtun independence activist who worked to end the rule of British Raj in India. So what is Pashtun independence movement? It is a socio-political movement that promotes the idea that the Pashtuns are deserving of sovereign nation. He is deeply remembered for his boldness and his efforts towards the social responsibilities during the independence struggle. Just like Gandhiji, he believed in non-violence and he was a trusty ally of Gandhiji. Basha Khan was from the northwestern frontier province and people saw in him a mirror image of MK Gandhi, hence his name was Frontier Gandhi. Moving ahead, next we are going to discuss about Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He was known as Lokmanya, which means accepted by all the people as their leader. So Tilak was the first leader of Indian independence movement. The British colonial authorities also called him the father of Indian unrest. During the time, Tilak opposed the collector of Pune for his brutal methods to handle the plague in Bombay. He published articles in Kesari quoting the Bhagavad Gita. After the publication, the collector was killed and Tilak was charged with incitement to murder. So after the imprisonment of that and sentence, he earned the title Lokmanya. Next is C.F. Andrews. He is popularly known as Dinabandhu. He was a Christian missionary, educator and a social reformer in India. For his contribution to the Indian independence movement, Gandhiji and his students at St. Stephen's College, Delhi, named him Dinabandhu, which means friends of the poor. Next is Anna, C.N. Annadurai. He was popularly known as Anna. He is an Indian politician who served as first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for 20 days in 1969 and fifth and the last Chief Minister of Madras State from 1967 until 1969, when the name of the state Madras was changed to Tamil Nadu. He was the first member of Dravidian Party to hold either of the posts. Chittaranjan Das. He was popularly known as Deshbandhu, which means friend of the nation. Chittaranjan Das was a leading Bengali nationalist politician, a prominent lawyer, an activist of the Indian independence movement and founding leader of Swaraj Party. C. Rajagopalachari. He was famously known as Rajaji. He is an Indian politician, independence activist, lawyer, writer, historian and a statesman. Rajagopalachari was the last Governor General of India. Also, he was the first Indian-born Governor General. Before him, all of them were British nationals. Dadabhai Naoroji. He was famously known as Grand Old Man of India, an unofficial ambassador of India. He was Indian Parsi scholar, trader and politician. His book Party and Un-British Rule in India brought attention to draining of India's wealth into Britain. When we talk about his name, he is associated with the title predominantly because of his immense contribution to Indian freedom struggle against British Raj. He is also known as unofficial ambassador of India because he was keen on educating his countrymen of their rights and thus went to England to propagate his demands to the British. He formed the East India Association in England in 1886. Jawaharlal Nehru. We all know, everybody calls him Chacha Ji or Pandit Ji. He is the first Prime Minister of India and an eminent leader of Indian independence movement. He was also known as Pandit Nehru due to his roots with Kashmiri Pandit community. Children calls him Chacha Nehru. Jai Prakash Narayan. He is popularly known as Lok Nayak, which means the people's leader. He is also known as hero of Quit India movement. He was posthumously awarded Bharat Ratna, also Magsaysay Award for Public Service in 1965. Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji. He is known as Man of Peace. He is the second Prime Minister of India. He was deeply impressed and influenced by Gandhi. Hence, he joined Indian independence movement in 1920s. He is known as Man of Peace because he always preferred the path of peace instead of aggression. He kept saying that the peaceful coexistence is possible among the nations no matter how deep the differences between them, how far apart are they in their political or economic status, no matter how intense the issue that divides them, but there's always a chance of peace. Moving ahead, next is Lala Lajpat Rai. He is popularly known as Punjab Keshri or Lion of Punjab, or you can say Sher-e-Punjab. He was an Indian freedom fighter. He played a pivotal role in the Indian independence movement. He was also one of the three Lal Balpal. He not only gave powerful speeches against British government but also destroyed the intentions of the British rulers. And because of his sense of patriotism towards the country, he is known as Punjab Keshri or Lion of Punjab. Mahatma Gandhi. So the words are not enough to talk about him. He is known as Bapu, Mahatma, Father of Nation, and various names. The title Mahatma was given to him by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore in 1915, and the title Father of Nation was given by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. M.S. Golwalkar. He is popularly known as Shri Guruji. He is second son Rakshak, or you can say chief of Rashtriya Swayam Seva Sangh. He has been widely noted for his prominent ideologue of Hindutva. He is one of the early leaders of RSS group. Madan Mohan Malviya. He is popularly known as Mahatmana. The title was conferred to him by Mahatma Gandhi ji. He is an Indian scholar, educational reformer, a politician, notable for his role in Indian independence movement as the four-time president of Indian National Congress. Rabindranath Tagore. As we all know, he is popularly known as Gurudev, Kabi Guru or Bishwa Kabi. He is a Bengali poet, writer, music composer and a painter from India. Also, he is the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. His compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthems. Like India, we have Jan Gan Mana, and in Bangladesh, Amar Sonar Bangla is also written by him. Rajinder Singh, he is known as Sparrow. He was an Indian Army officer and a two-time member of Lok Sabha. During the Pakistan aggression in 1965, Major General Rajinder Singh Sparrow was General Officer commanding one armored division. Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. She was an Indian political activist and a poet. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence from colonial rules. Also, she was the first woman to hold the office of Governor of the Dominion of India. She is known as Nightingale because of her poetry. Her work is rich in imagery and it is covered with variety of themes like love, death, separation, and most of her poems have lines repeated across the stanzas. This is similar to the Nightingale songs, which is repetitive yet beautiful. Hence, she earned the title. Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah. He is popularly known as Lion of Kashmir or Sher-e-Kashmir. He was a founding leader of all Jammu and Kashmir Muslim Conference. He is the first elected Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir after its accession to India. He agitated against the rule of the Maharaj Hari Singh and urged self-rule of Kashmir. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He is popularly known as Bangla Bandhu, or you can say Friend of Bengal. He is a Bangladeshi politician and statesman. He is called as Father of the Nation in Bangladesh, and he served as the first president of Bangladesh and later as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh from 17th April 1971. Subhash Chandra Bose. As we all know, he is popularly known as Netaji. He is an Indian revolutionary prominent in the independence movement. He led an Indian national force from abroad against the Western powers during World War II. Hence, he got the title of Netaji. He is known in particular for his militant approach to independence and for his push for socialist policies. Tanguturi Prakasham. He is known as Andhra Keshari or Lion of Andhra. He is an Indian politician and freedom fighter and the Chief Minister of Madras Presidency. He was the first CM of new Andhra state, which was created by partition of Madras state along with the linguistic lines. Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, or people call him Bismarck of India as well. He was the first Deputy Prime Minister of India. He is a senior leader of Indian National Congress and a founding father of Republic of India. He acted as a Home Minister during the political integration of India and Indo-Pakistani War in 1947. During the time, Patel persuaded almost every princely state to accede to India. His commitment to national integration in the newly independent India was total and uncompromising. That is how he got the title of Iron Man. And he is also known as Bismarck of India as Otto von Bismarck, who played the key role in the unification of Germany. Similarly, in that way, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he played the key role in the unification of India. So guys, this is all about the most important and famous personalities and their nicknames. I have attached the stories behind the names so that you can easily relate in the examination. Alright, so I'll see you in the next session. Till then, work hard. Jai Hind.